In the Bible, Jesus talks about a parable about two men, one who builds his life on a sandy foundation, the other on a rock. I have built my life on both. 11 years ago, I was living in San Diego, working in the tattoo industry, managing a shop. And I was beginning to build a foundation on what I believed at the time was something that I really wanted. It really led me to a life of drugs, a life of alcohol, and it just took me down a path that I didn't think it would take me down. I had been partying a lot, and one night I was involved in a car accident. There was nobody else in the car, there was no other cars involved. But all I can remember was there was a moment where I could see like glass everywhere around me, and I remember thinking, I have to get up, and not being able to, and then I kind of blacked out, and I don't remember anything else for, it had to have been a few weeks later. I wake up and I'm not able to move anything from my neck down. And there's tubes in my mouth. I can't talk to the people that are around me. And so I didn't really know what was going on. So it was a really scary place. I had severed my spinal cord, and I had lost function from basically my collarbones down. And I have no hand function. So it was just a really dark time. It was a lot of uncertainty. So after stabilizing and having a few surgeries and doing a few months of therapy, they kind of taught me how to somewhat survive in my new situation and what was happening, and how to kind of live the new life that I was going to have to live. Coming home, back to the desert, trying to adjust to this new life, I still went back to alcohol to fill that void. You would think that after an accident, maybe I would change my life and live a new way, but I still went back to those old things. My mother, who is an amazing prayer warrior, would always be praying for me, and she'd been going to Destiny for some time, and always said that Pastor Obed would be preaching to my kids one day. And I think she could see the pain that I was going through, and a lot of the anger and frustration I had with God. So I just continued to drink and try to fill that emptiness and that anger with something. And there was a point where I was done living that life of frustration and going out and drinking, and I knew there was something more for me. And I didn't want to continue to live that life, but after continuous invites from my mother, I said yes one day out of boredom, and I went and kind of enjoyed it. Slowly, I began to go more and more. God began to change my heart. He began to give me a hope for a future, something that I never had since my accident. And I began to serve on the media team. And I didn't know what I was really able to do, but I figured I could get behind a computer and click a few buttons, or try at least. And after serving on the team for a bit, I really began to enjoy what I was doing. Now I'm one of the main editors at Destiny, and I'm a lead for our uni young adults ministry. And I'm teaching others how to edit. Regardless of your situation or where you think you're at or what you think you're capable of, as long as you build your life on that rock, on that foundation, God can bring purpose into your life. Those rains and those winds will come, and you'll still have that foundation. My name is Michael Perez, and this is my story.